I'm ready.
I don't know what I'm doing. Get ready to be amazed.
And back again.
She comes across like diamonds, diamonds, easy in love when the lights are low. She comes into focus, focus, the closer she gets, the more I know. She takes more whiskey than I wine.
We're back for another one, right?
Yes, we are.
This is one that I've never tried before. It's always one that I've never tried before, but I've never tried anything from this distillery, and I've never, show them what we got. We got the inaugural release of Lindores. Yeah.
Where's the best camera shot there?
Right about there, yeah,
Right
something
there.
like that, yeah.
Okay.
That shows what it's like.
Okay.
It's got an interesting kind of bottle.
Mm-hmm.
There was no box with it. It just comes with this bottle.
Okay.
And it's easy to open too. Look at that. It just peel.
I'll take that.
Okay. Yeah, in there. Yeah, in there. Great. Okay, so it peels easily. It opens easily. Oh gosh, not even a pop. It just slides right out there. It's like greased or something.
So is this a good thing or is this a
I
bad
don't
thing?
know. I don't know. Let's see.
Mhm.
Let's pour you a glass and pour me a glass.
Okay.
This is bottled at 46% alcohol by volume.
All right.
So we're moving up. We're getting stronger stuff than what we had before.
You want in?
Yeah, we're going up about 6 points.
Yeah, 46%.
46%.
Oh, we've got some
What's 46%?
spectators in the back.
I'm not expecting me peanut yelling.
What do you mean?
Are you
Okay, I'm gonna go.
joining us?
I came around here.
I got some left.
We drink whiskey here.
Where is my?
Oh, you tried this one.
We're trying this one. We're about to try this one. Do you want some?
Is this the 199? What is this?
No, this is
The new one?
this is a new one for me. I've never had it before.
Okay. And you just bought it.
Oh, I bought it on the 10th of May.
What the heck? Why didn't you tell me?
I think they've seen it already there, Henrik.
Well, I just want to see how this works. Just like that. Eh?
Well, if you look at this point right here, that is where it is.
Right there.
Where that light
That's
is.
the one.
That's where it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not that
Hmm.
I'm feeling right on myself today.
So, 46% alcohol, but
And let me just wash this palate.
oh, for sure. Take your time. Take your time. It's a Lowland single malt Scotch whiskey distilled from Kingdom of Fife barley at Lindores Abbey Distillery. Throughout our distinctive sister spirit stills and distillery bottled by our wonderful team of Lindores people. Okay, here it has cask type. Bourbon, sherry, and wine barrique. Okay.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, bourbon, sherry, and wine barrique. So it's got 3 kinds of casks.
Wine barrique?
Yeah.
I've never heard
wine barrique. But a barrique is a kind of a French cask.
Oh, okay.
So it's so bourbon, sherry, and wine barriques, and it's got a couple signatures on it. And what's it say on the back? Oh, and it's got something in the back too. Commemorative Lowland single malt Scotch whiskey. This is the inaugural release, from what I understand. Oh, and it's in French.
I can speak French.
Anyway, it's in French, so it's all good. Distillé à partir de l'ange de royaume de Fife. Yeah, it's the same thing as it says in English on the
Exactly.
side.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go, your royaume de Fife.
Yeah. The kingdom.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm getting some dark ripe fruits. Dark ripe fruits initially, right away.
I can't give you anything. I don't think my nose is tuned to this.
Okay. That's all right.
I might be able to get a like black currant if you're saying dark ripe fruits.
Well, yeah, you're getting more specific. Yeah, dark black currant is right about. It's about right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Quite a sweetheart. I've known her.
And that's only guessing because of what you said.
No, it's just like
Do you
that.
have?
It's got that fruity berry kind of thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say blackberry. I would say black currant because
Black currant, yeah.
Yeah.
Not ever smoked her.
Okay, but there's other things too.
You can almost like when I say black currant. Yeah, it's. I don't mean to cut you off,
No, it's quite all right.
but I come from a farming background where we did Saskatoon berries,
Right.
and so we knew what it was to have a pin cherry or a currant or
Okay.
and all these jams that came over from the Ukraine in
Mhm.
terms of the recipe,
Yeah.
you know, to make a good jam.
Mhm.
So, anyways, back to you.
So yeah, you're drawing on your experience, and that's what it's all about. That's what the whole thing is about. You draw on your experience. While I probably don't have as much experience as you do with berries and farming, I do pick up some of that.
That's just a one-off guess.
Yeah.
We're whiskey tasting outside.
Oh, I see.
Well, just for a moment.
Yeah.
Us girls.
Okay.
Having our
Okay.
Is there? Yeah, I can taste the sherry. I mean, I can smell the sherry.
Yeah. So mostly what we're getting is that berry and currant thing on the nose. I think in this case the sherry and wine influence cover up the malt. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
it's been described as an overcoat, a sherry overcoat, which just
Bourbonifies it? Or bourbonifies it? Bourbonizes it?
no,
New term.
I guess I don't. Okay,
To make it too sweet. To make it sweet enough that you kind of forget about the actual malt, that it might be the bottom, the bitter.
it's no, it's just that if you have a single malt and it's aged in bourbon casks, you'll get more of the spirit driven flavor.
Okay.
But when you age it in sherry and wine, when you age the whiskey in sherry and wine, the sherry and wine flavors overpower the flavors that you would get from the spirit and from the bourbon cask.
Right.
So the bourbon cask would give you a lot of things like caramel and vanilla and things like that.
Okay.
And so you're not getting as much
Cherry, maybe.
The cherry, not from a bourbon cask, in my experience.
Okay, just a guess.
Yeah, but bourbons do have a cherry. Most bourbons have a cherry note.
Huh.
So there will be a cherry note, brown sugar, vanilla, caramel, and like that, and maybe a little bit of dill, and maybe a little bit of mintiness
Oh wow.
coming from the rye, because there's usually some rye in the mash bill from a bourbon.
Okay.
But
Huh.
this is different. This is a single malt that's been aged in bourbon, wine, and sherry casks, or casks that contained bourbon in the past and sherry in the past and wine in the past. So
Ooh.
interesting on the palate. I haven't tried it yet.
I gotta say, this is all news to me. So
Okay.
all the guesses I'm coming up with
Yeah.
are coming from a left field kind of education.
Mm-hmm.
But
That is interesting.
honey, hey?
Yes.
Like honeysuckle.
Yes. It's like, oh yeah, honeysuckle. And the combination of casks that they use make it very interesting. It's almost effervescent.
Yeah.
I'm getting some of that effervescence.
Yeah, going back to this tingling idea that I had in this other program.
Yeah.
There's none of that. It's all in the effervescence now. It's all kind of like leaping off the tongue, or leaping out of the mouth into your passageways.
You know, but it almost reminds me on the finish, on the aftertaste. It almost reminds me of my earliest experiences of drinking beer. It tastes, the aftertaste, it has this long aftertaste that reminds me of ale, Labatt 50 ale. And I've never had this in a whiskey before. To have an aftertaste that tastes like beer did to me when I first started.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a bitterness to it.
Yeah.
Okay. And
but it's real sweet, fucking peppery thing happening, or maybe. Or how do you describe it? Sorry.
Well, I'm not. You know, my word is not the last word on this, but
no. But this is your experience, and I didn't mean to rob you of that.
No. You can suggest anything you like. That's quite all right. It might give me ideas, but it reminds me. That was just the first sip. Here we go again.
I felt that too, as you're bringing it up. It was like the first chugging back a Labatt 50 or blue type of thing, and you're it's cold as ice type of thing, and you're.
But instead of getting it at the beginning, you get it at the end.
Yeah, totally.
You get it or I get it in the finish.
It's coming off the middle to the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
It's almost jumping, like, not jumping, it's just kind of like elevating off the top of my tongue.
Right on the very tip of my tongue, there's that bitters and sweet at the same time. It's just like a beer.
You're very, very right.
Which I
so agree.
I have never experienced anything quite like this one. This is different. This is really something new.
Cool.
It's very interesting.
This is something different.
It is.
That I've ever tasted.
And I think it's rather pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I was to add a little bit of water, and I don't know if this will do anything to it. I don't think it needs anything. I think it's perfect as is. But I just add a little bit of water to see if that changes it at all. Sheeting action. Zoom, down it goes. Okay, there's no legs, just sheeting action. Okay, I added some water. The theory is that when you add water, it breaks the bonds between the alcohol molecules and the esters and congeners that gives you the what you smell.
Right.
Okay, and by adding water, it breaks the bonds so that it releases what you smell.
Right. Okay. And that can be done for better or worse?
You know, I don't think it really makes much difference with this one.
What about for taste?
That's what we're going to find out. Now I'm getting more berries on
May
the
I?
taste. Yeah, go ahead.
I finished my last little bit there, and without the little bit of water added on.
Okay. But it takes away from that beer experience
How much water? Just a little
Oh,
bit?
I just put like 1/3 of a spoon.
Okay, perfect. That's what I did.
You've probably got enough.
That's nice.
I think that makes it a little more bitter.
It spreads it out for me all over my palate. Whereas before it kind of worked.
Focused on the tip of the tongue.
It moved from kind of the middle in the
Mhm.
back of your tongue, right to the top. Not right to the tip, but right just before the tip.
Yeah.
Kind of like the bridge of your tongue.
Huh.
If one were to think of your tongue as like a ship.
I preferred it without water. I'm usually the pour and play kind of guy, you know. But in the interest of getting the whole experience, I think the addition of water made it more bitter, and it took away sort of that Labatt 50 ale kind of character that I was getting on the finish. Now it's just a little bit more bitter. Anyways, this was an interesting experience, and I think I'm going to enjoy that bottle as it goes down. Slancheva.
Slanjava.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Food Quig.
That's fine. I forgot to do something.
Not you crouching your shoulders.
No. And what I forgot to do was tell you how much that Lindores cost. So let's get back to it here and take a look. I know I have it somewhere. It's got to be here. Here. Lindores Abbey MCD XC1V commemorative first release, bottled at 46% ABV, was $79.99. Now that $79.99 was the price in Alberta, plus the 5% GST, plus another $13 or so. So
Yeah, what year?
what do you mean? What year?
Was it this year?
Yeah. Back in May.
Oh, okay.
So it was 79. Just a little less than $100 or so. I'd say that's about right.
79 plus 5% plus how much?
The shipping and handling.
Okay, so another
So it's like 1/4 of like $45 or something like that.
okay, so another $12.
Yeah.
12 and another like 7, so it's 19.
Yeah.
So
What did I
we're
say?
doing-
About $100, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. There you go.
Maybe shy about $9 or something,
Something like that.
or no, $1.